Breaking news now, a surprising turn in the case of missing girl Madalena Kojikari. I'm Nick.Buffo. If you're traveling down, say from Huntersville or from Greensboro, you're coming in to visit family, maybe possibly for the Thanksgiving holiday, you'll want to get off at 85. Tonight, live at 5, the search continues for the man accused of shooting and killing an 18-year-old Waffle House employee in Scotland County on Friday morning, and police need your help. Emmy and Justin, we are learning that agents with the FBI and members of the Kannapolis and Charlotte-Mecklenburg police forces captured Alston just before 2 this morning at that hotel in Kannapolis. As the calendar pages turn farther away from the day Helene hit, the demolition and reconstruction process is still very evident in so many of these mountain communities. So let's take you live now over to Fayetteville. That's where we find our Claudia Puente. Claudia, just saw last check about 11,000 customers across the state without power. Looks like we got some power crews there behind you.
We're right next to the French Broad River, and the French Broad essentially took over this entire downtown. Where we are right now, we would have been completely underwater.
I am joined now by Spectrum News meteorologist Tom Miners with more details on the situation. Tom, help explain which parts of our state are seeing the worst of this drought.
And those supporters still seeming to be quite optimistic about his chances becoming the state's next top cop, actually the first Republican, if he were to win, to do so in 125 years.
Duke Energy crews are out there across the state working on these outages, trying to get the lights back on as soon as possible. Tonight, new details are coming to light about a deadly shooting at a Georgia high school. Authorities are now explaining how they think the 14-year-old alleged shooter was able to bring a rifle into the classroom unnoticed. We want to bring in now meteorologist Matthew East right off the bat here to explain exactly what we could see this weekend across our state. Matthew, good morning to you. Talk a little bit about the science behind all of this, because it is going to be cold, but a lot of us are not going to be seeing a whole lot of snow either. Forest rangers want to protect them out in nature. Look at these guys. Aren't they cute? All right, that might be subjective, but those rangers need your help. You know, we typically think, Chloe, of bears living up in our mountain communities, but can they be found elsewhere in our state? I hope you guys had a good weekend.
Did. How about you?
That was very good. You know, I actually reached out to Claudia on Saturday because I was in your neck of the woods, as you know, but it was around, I don't know, 1, 2 p.m. She reached out and she said, well, it looks like you're already having a good time. I'm just getting my day started.
No, he was like, well, yeah, that too. He was like, hey, I'm in your neighborhood. Just letting you know. Don't come out. Don't come hang out. Just look out your window and wave.
It was presumed that you can come on out and hang outside, but hopefully you got some time outside this weekend.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's because my day started late.
Oh, okay.
Marshall is one of those one-light towns where the only traffic you'll see this early is a school bus.
Good morning, how are you? Doing good, how are you?
And walking along the sidewalk is Joel Friedman, strolling in from his home on Main Street to open up his shop, Zuma Coffee.
We opened up at the end of April.
It's a quiet start. Only the sound of grinding beans disrupts the silence. Friedman opened Zuma nearly 25 years ago after moving from big city Atlanta to the small river town in Madison County.
I thought it was a movie set at first. It looked too good to be true.
Instantly charmed by its fresh air, beauty, and
Community.
that word acts as caffeine,
It's hard to take anything for granted at this point,
energizing Friedman's commitment to serve.
but we are grateful for every day right now.
Grateful because nearly a year ago,
In the shop here was 8 foot 2 inches.
he was on the other side of the French Broad River, watching the floodwaters overtake Main Street from his 3rd floor apartment window.
My friend Joel's business.
This video from his friend Josh shows the raging river
Total loss.
destroying his business.
He was standing on the courthouse steps. Water came in and my windows broke out and he could see things starting to float out of here.
Taking tables and chairs and all of the memories right out with it.
So at that point, I'm thinking it's time to reinvent myself. I need to either figure out how to retire or get a job somewhere. Thanks, John.
When we stopped here in February, we saw Friedman had quickly adapted, running his beloved shop out of a donated coffee truck,
Thank y'all so much.
serving as a familiar sight for this devastated community.
I know what I've done here over the last 24 years has made a big difference in our community. And I see it in the faces of the people. I hear it in their voices. And I see it in the resilience of the community.
Even though the scars of Helene remain, Marshall is showing signs of progress. And Friedman's shop looks like nothing ever happened, where 2-hour parking isn't enforced inside, where a construction worker taps the piano keys while waiting for a breakfast burrito, and where conversation and laughter fuel the day, is once again Marshall's meeting place for people like Kay Burgess,
Wonderful town. We don't want any more people moving here.
who comes here every day for their
Poppy seed muffins.
poppy seed muffins.
It felt really wonderful to have the people that you know here.
2 large coffees.
It's all thanks to the community, which Friedman says has come together to support him and others.
When I had the truck, I always use the expression, keep on trucking. And that's what Marshall has done. We have kept on trucking.
What's up, buddy?
Greeted with warm hugs and gifts.
We have some toys for the boys.
A group of former Afghan interpreters and Army veteran Sean Kilbane held signs and balloons welcoming Hamid, his wife, and 2 boys to Charlotte.
How was your flight? How was it?
Good.
The family arrived at the Queen City after staying at a military base outside Washington, D.C. for about 2 months.
I feel so great, man. So you see, I'm here.
They left everything behind after narrowly escaping their home country hours before a terrorist attack in August killed dozens of people at the airport in Kabul. All they have with them are the clothes on their back and a suitcase filled with donated supplies given to them at the camp. While they prepare to leave the airport, Hamid is overcome with emotion.
It's a little overwhelming, buddy.
We're good. That's why we're here. Welcome home, brother. Thank you. Thank you very much.
As the family makes their way to the car, Hamid takes in the sights and sounds. Even the smell of the airport parking garage brings a smile to his face.
It smells good, man. Fresh air. I like it so much.
He is grateful because they are off to begin their new life in America. They arrive home to a 2-bedroom Airbnb in West Charlotte, thanks to the help of those with the nonprofit Interpreting Freedom Foundation.
It's nice here. I love it.
The family is expected to stay here for at least 2 weeks as they continue to look for a permanent place to call home.
This is a puzzle.
Hamid doesn't have a credit score or a job, which is why many landlords are refusing to rent to them, despite Kilbane and his organization offering to co-sign.
I'm worried about being homeless.
Hamid also worries about his parents and brothers who are still in Afghanistan as the Taliban continues to target those who helped the U.S. during the war.
If you run away and they take your family, they take your father, they take your brothers, and they do some bad things with them.
It's a lot to take in as he grips a tiny American flag in his hand. Still, he's hopeful about his family's new beginnings in the Queen City.
I just want to start a good life here.
A little over 2 years. That is how long it has been since it was announced soccer would be coming here to the Queen City. And on Saturday, Charlotte FC hosts its very first home game. And for many fans here, it is hard to put into words how excited they are for this moment. Sounds of singing and rattling drums fill the air of this field near Bank of America Stadium ahead of Charlotte FC's first home game. For David Carrasco, his friends and family, it's the missing piece of their Latin culture.
We've been waiting for this moment a long time, and it's that missing piece from a cultural standpoint that we finally have that, and you're going to see not only Latin Americans, but obviously everybody.
Carrasco's fan group, Bluforia, is mostly made up of people whose families hail from places like Argentina, Honduras, and Peru.
Man, that's what's been life-changing about this. It's just been able to bring people from all cultures, all different backgrounds, and say, man, I have a bigger extended family now because of Charlotte FC.
Carrasco started setting up their tent about 8 hours ahead of the game, providing fan gear, food, raffles, and a chance to play Sapo, a traditional Peruvian game.
I'm hoping to introduce that in Charlotte here. People will be walking down here. First thing you're going to see is the Sapo. So.
Bringing people together over a game of soccer is what it's all about for Carrasco.
And we're really excited for Charlotte FC to finally have its team. So let's go Charlotte FC. Vamos!